I don't know if you guys are familiar with Peter Gabriel, but we're about to hit the big time here as we get into the big city here. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy, Vitamin M, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Silver here. In the last episode, we made it to this area just south of the next city that we're going to be in, and I was, going through a lot of the Pokemon that we could get, especially in the Alex Forest there. This episode is going to be a little bit more of a crash course, as we have a lot of things that are going to be available to us. And the first thing right off the bat is here. We have a daycare. Let us raise your Pokemon for you. Now this was an expanded mechanic in this game, as now you can have 2 Pokemon left here, and the introduction of genders of male and female introduced the breeding mechanic. So I just want to go over that very quickly here. So how it works here at the daycare, now that you can leave 2 here, is you can have a Pokemon left here, and every step you take is 1 EXP point for both of those Pokemon, or only 1 Pokemon. You can leave it here at the daycare here, and if you withdraw it at any point, it will cost you 100 Pokédollars, and if it gained any levels while you were walking around, each level will cost 100 Pokédollars each. So your total, you can easily calculate from there. So, with that in mind, there's a couple other things here, is because if your Pokemon knows 4 moves and it levels up to a point where it could learn a move, it will forget the most recently learned move. In that case, that would be the first move on the list, and all the ones below it would move up and it would learn that new move. So you can have some moves canceled that you wouldn't have wanted otherwise, unfortunately. Yeah, Pokemon that are left here do not evolve, and in this game you can actually forget HMs with that mechanic I was talking about where it can learn new moves, which, if you want to do that the hard way, that's totally fine, but I'm not going to stop you at all. But what made this game so interesting when it came to the daycare here is, as I said, the introduction of genders and leaving 2 Pokemon. If 2 Pokemon that can breed, male and female, are left here, and they are part of the same egg group, they will be able to leave you an egg that you can walk around with, and you can use that for breeding to give Pokemon certain moves and then put them on your team, level them up, which is actually really cool. That, or you can use one of the Pokemon that you want part of an egg group or so to get a certain move or whatever, and you can leave it with the Ditto, where Ditto will breed with whatever is here. So that's what I've always done. I've just always grabbed Ditto and used him. So, just wanted to really explain that here, and you got a PC here, and you can leave one with the guy here, this is the daycare couple, or you can leave one with the girl here. So that's pretty cool, and actually, gosh, you can actually go fishing in there, right in that spot right there at the daycare. But there was one other Pokemon on this route that I forgot to mention with the Old Rod, and that is Krabby. Krabby is a very physical attacking water type. Because of that, and water being a special type in this game, it's worth passing up on. It gets better in later generations, but it's something to really pass up on. But anyways, this officer right here, officers, there's going to be another one up north here eventually. If it's night and they spot you, they will fight you because they think you're a criminal. So just keep that in mind. But finally, we have made it to the big city of Johto here. This is Goldenrod City, and oh boy, there is a lot to do here. And right off the bat, your mart is this huge place right here. And it's a huge department store right here, and we can actually check it out. So I'm going to be going to this floor here. This floor has a lot of the basic items that you would see in any other shop, which, hey, that's kind of cool. It's nice that it has that part of it here. Lots of Pokeballs and antidotes, different things such as that. But if you keep going up, we're going to have a lot more things that are available to us here. So let's see what this guy has. I don't quite remember. He'll have battle items, which you can find here, which you might not be able to find at certain marts, but you'll definitely find a lot of them as you come across them in the game. What do you have here? Welcome. This guy has vitamins, so if you give these vitamins to your Pokemon, it will up their base attack, defense, and all the other stats, and they can be very, very helpful for a mechanic that I'll be explaining in this episode or the next episode. I hope to be explaining in this episode. So that guy is actually really cool. The downside with that is those are really, really expensive. So right here, there's this guy. This guy is why I come here. This guy has incredible TMs right here. This is awesome right here. TM41 is Thunder Punch, a 75 power electric move. 75 power electric move, which has a chance to paralyze. And then there's Fire Punch, same power, chance to burn. And then Ice Punch, chance to freeze and same power. These moves are awesome, and they give a lot of versatility to a lot of Pokemon that you could come across, and can really add an electric type move if you're looking for one, or a fire type move, and the like, to your team if you weren't able to get a good electric, fire, or ice type. And the ice move here, Ice Punch, is really nice to have on your water type, period, no matter what you do. So I absolutely love this right here. And then you got your other copies of Headbutt here that you can do right here, in case you already used that up. So you can just buy as many as you want and teach them to more of your Pokemon. So that's also pretty cool, in case you forgot Headbutt or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy 2 Thunder Punches. And I want to buy an Ice Punch. And I want to buy Fire Punch, because I know I'll be wanting some of those later. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually teach Thunder Punch to Flaffy. Nope, not Fire Punch. I'm going to teach Thunder Punch to Flaffy here. Wait, why did I buy 2 Thunder Punches? Oh wait, yeah, no, that makes sense. So I'm going to teach Thunder Punch to Flaffy here. This is a really, really nice move to have in the early game, because it hits hard and its power is still very, very considerable throughout the entire game. And honestly, I don't need Growl. Never really use those status moves anyways. So that's pretty cool right there. So he's got a pretty nice move on his side. This guy right here, I collect Pokemon. Do you have Drowsy? Want to trade it for my Machop. So this was this in-game trade I was talking about before with Drowsy, and this is one you really do want to consider. Machop is a pure fighting type. It's a little more slower, but it's pretty bulky, and it can definitely pack a punch. It hits very strong if you can get it to its final stage of Machamp. It's got a lot of versatility with a lot of different moves that you can teach it and breed to it, and it's just a fantastic Pokemon. Like I said, it's going to be slower, but it really does pack a punch. It is awesome. The downside is, if you are not able to trade with single player here, then I would advise maybe not picking it up, as the best you can do is Machoke, as you need to evolve Machoke in order to get Machamp, like Gengar, Alakazam, and Golem. So Machop, that's definitely a nice option to have right here. And then this place right here, we have vending machines available to us. So I actually just bought a fresh water there, so that's pretty refreshing. So you can get fresh water, soda pop, and then lemonade. Those are actually acting like potions where they can heal certain amounts of HP on your Pokemon, which is awfully pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I know they have some other functions in other games, but yeah, so that's basically the Goldenrod department store here. And if you go downstairs here, there's an elevator to help you out with this too. And we can actually get to a basement here. So we're checking this spot out right here, and wow, okay. So this spot right here, because these guys have Machokes and different things, every time you come into this room, these blocks will be in different arrangements here, as you can see. So you can use that to get to some different items if you really want to go for them or so. So just keep that in mind, but I don't think there's anything too tremendous down here that I remember. We'll be able to get there much, much later to that part, that one item that I could not get in the upper right corner there. So, with that in mind, we're going to be strolling along here as we explore the rest of Goldenrod City here, because there's a lot of goodies here. This is the nice part about a big city. It's got a lot to offer. This is the game corner right here, and this is basically your betting and your slot machines and different things like that, but you can't quite do anything quite yet, because we need an item for that. There's some slot machines, there's some different games here that are introduced in here too, but I don't really bother with this place too much. Right here, we have our exchange for our game coins that we've won. Oh, you don't have a coin case. Oh, shoot, so I can even show that to you guys. Well, I'll go get the coin case and I can show you some of the prizes that you can get, because some of them are definitely pretty nice. We continue our way over here. This house later, I'll be getting into much, much later. It's got a nice reward that you do want to consider. This is going to be the Goldenrod Underground right here, so there's some different places that you can get to, and there are some battles here that I'll be getting to later, but there's a couple different things you can do down here. So there is one area that we're going to have to get to much later, but that's okay. But we have a couple shops down here. So depending on what day of the week it is, there's going to be certain shops that are open. Your 3 shops that are open are the Pokemon Salon, the Bargain Shop, and the Herb Shop. So starting with the Pokemon Salon, it is a place where you can leave a Pokemon to get basically a haircut, which kind of affects nothing. And it's run by 2 brothers. There's a younger and an older brother. And the catch with this is the younger brother is more likely not to do as nice of a job, but he can sometimes do a better job than the older brother, and he's cheaper while the older brother is a little more reliable. This gets into a mechanic called friendship that was introduced in this game. So all Pokemon have friendship. Well, it was more introduced in Pokemon Yellow, but it was introduced to all Pokemon in this game, and it is a mechanic that, you know, affects how happy a Pokemon is, and it can affect how certain Pokemon evolve. So all Pokemon will start with a base friendship of 70, where this is a number that can be quantized from 0 to 255. But any Pokemon that you catch in a friend ball starts with 200 friendship, and any Pokemon catch from an egg, or hatch from an egg, excuse me, has 120 friendship. Now, with friendship evolutions with different Pokemon, you need a friendship value of 220 or greater in order for it to evolve, leveling up, or whatever criteria is needed. So, what can you do to raise and lower your friendship? Well, there's the grooming, like I said. There is leveling up. If it's anywhere, it will get you +5 or so. But in Pokemon Crystal, if it's at the location that you met the Pokemon, it will be +10. And I'm not going to go into the values too much. I'll be posting a link to the article on Bulbapedia for this for a more in-depth analysis on this for you guys. Using one of those vitamins that we saw in the store, the department store here, such as the protein, the iron, to up the base stats, that is really, really nice because you can buy that and you can just give them a ton of those. Battling against a gym leader, an Elite Four member, or the champion, which that'd be something we get to much later, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with that, will do that. Grooming by another character much later in the game will be good. Walking 512 steps while it's in your party, that's good too. If it learned to TM, that's also pretty good. Using a battle item such as X Attack, X Defend, and those guys, that will work. And those are the things that up your friendship. What causes your friendship to go down? If the Pokemon faints, its friendship will decrease by 1 if the opponent is less than 30 levels higher, and -5 if the opponent is at least 30 levels higher, or if it faints outside a battle, such as poison or something like that. Using an item such as Energy Powder, Heal Powder, Energy Roots, or Revival Herb, these things you can get at the herb shop, will actually lower the friendship even though it heals Pokemon. So those aren't the best items to be used there. But once again, I'll be posting the link in the description on how friendship works through the Bulbapedia article if you guys want a more in-depth analysis, and it actually has a pretty good list of Pokemon that evolve with friendship. So just want to do that. The other place that you can get, which is open on Sundays and Saturdays, is the herb shop, where you can buy those things, which are actually kind of nice. And then finally is the bargain shop, which is open on Monday mornings, which you can get really expensive items for 10% cheaper and then sell them back and get that 10% profit. Which, you know, is pretty nice, but I actually didn't even know about that because I'm not really down there too much. But this is the bike shop here, which is pretty cool. This guy's in despair, so he says, could you ride a bicycle and advertise for me? Sure thing, buddy. Really great. Give me your name and phone number, and I'll loan you a bicycle. Find and borrowed a bicycle. Okay, this is awesome, because bicycles allow you to move a lot faster. My bicycles are first rate. You can ride them anywhere. So this guy's kind of down on his luck since he moved from Kanto here, I guess, or they opened a new shop over here, so that's kind of cool. We have this lady right here. If you treat your Pokemon nicely, they will love you in return. Oh, let me see your Flaffy. It's quite cute. So this lady is going to be a good indication of your friendship level with your Pokemon. What she says is based off of the number value of your friendship of the first party member that you have. So that's kind of nice, but it can be a little ambiguous unless you actually know what her phrases mean when it comes to the numbers. So I want to go to the key items here, and I actually want to select bicycle. So I've registered the bicycle, and now when I press the select button, I can automatically use whatever key item I have attached to it. So I've got my bicycle here, and I'm just cruising as we have this awesome music here. It is a lot of fun, I must say. It's nice to go fast finally. But yeah, this is awesome. So if we ride around, maybe, you know, his business will pick up, so that'll be pretty nice. Let's going to be pretty awesome if I do say so myself. This is going to be the other entrance to the underground right there, which is going to be pretty cool. And I think this house is home to the Name Rater. Hello, I'm the Name Rater. I rate the names of Pokemon. Would you like me to rate names? No, not right now. So basically this guy, he'll say, oh, you have a cool name. Or if anything, he ultimately allows you to give a nickname to any of your Pokemon, which I might do, I'm not sure, but you can only change the nicknames of Pokemon that have been caught by you, i.e. they have the same trainer ID number. So traded Pokemon cannot have their names changed. So there's a lot more here to do, but I think this is a good place to stop the video, or this episode, And next time on Pokemon Silver, we're going to be exploring more Goldenrod here, and see what it has to offer for us. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Vitamin M, I'm out, dudes.